Hey, what do you want? Okay, what if you tried all the main levels on 1.5 speed?
Yeah, but like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, trust me, it'll be really fun.
Yeah, but like, it's just not a good idea.
Oh no, trust me, it'll be alright. It will be so amazing. Like, you're up for a challenge, aren't you?
Fine, I'll give it a shot.
Mate, why do you do this to yourself?
Because you told me to, you little piece of shit! Yep, that's right, you read the title. I'm going to be playing all the main levels on 1.5 speed. And now, when I first started this challenge, I thought it was going to be fun. I thought it was just going to be easy. Oh, you know, just play all the main levels on, you know, just a bit faster. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah, no, a lot of things went wrong. I really shouldn't have done this. But my past self didn't know the pain and suffering I was about to induce on myself, so I started the challenge anyway, and hopped into stereo madness. Yeah, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Stereo Madness was very boring. In fact, a lot of the earlier levels were very boring. So let's just get to the part where things started to get a little bit more difficult. And now it's on to base after base. Okay, so you may be wondering what made specifically this level so much harder than the earlier ones. And the reason is because of this single part. I know, it looks easy, it looks simple. Well, actually, the reason why I died here so many times is because there's a coin route. That's right, I died here many times for a single coin that I had already gotten, and it's not even useful for the challenge. It doesn't matter, moving on. So, can't let go. Now, for some reason, I've actually already had some experience playing this level on 1.5 speed, and you would expect that to make me better at this level. Well, actually, it didn't really, because I ended up dying at the last part. 3 times! Oh, and last time I died at the last part, it's not because the timing was tight or I needed to achieve high CPS, it's because I had the brain capacity of a hazelnut. You see, here, there is no reason why I should be clicking. Guess why I died? I clicked! Just... Why? Why? It's not like I held for too long, it's just... Doesn't matter, moving on! Okay, so next up, Jumper. One of my favourite levels, and fairly easy. I beat it in 4 attempts, not much to say about this level. Moving on again! So, Time Machine. Known for its unholy amount of triple spikes, and its introduction of goddamn mirror portals. But apart from that, everything was fine. Oh well, I was playing on 1.5 speed. So, normally I'm fine with triple spikes, but on 1.5 speed, the difficulty of these triple spikes really shows. And not only that, the level gave me a total of 28 deaths, and I know that may not sound like much, but keep in mind, this is the 8th level of 22. If I'm dying 28 times in a single level, and I'm not even halfway through the challenge, that might be a red flag that this wasn't a good idea. Yeah! Okay, so now moving on to cycles. I beat it in 1 attempt. So, despite me having to still edit 19 hours of footage, it still seems like this video might be a bit short, so to expand it a bit, enjoy me beating the level. Oh my god, I got the coin! Wow! I should have gone the coin there. Oh wait, was that 1 attempt? Oh wow, that was 1 attempt. Huh, that's great. So, except I beat it in 15 attempts, and that's a decent amount of attempts. It's just that, yeah, there's not much about this level, is there? Oh well, moving on. Okay, finally! That took me way too long! So unlike X-Step, Clubfunk actually has something to talk about, and in true GD fashion, that something is something that makes this challenge 10 times harder to do. What I'm referring to here is the mini portal, because the mini portal alters the physics so spamming is more difficult, jumps are tighter, and it's harder to control your ship. This clearly becomes a problem on 1.5 speed because those are the exact things I'm struggling to do in this challenge. But free worlds, I hear no one asked. Surely there's not an ending that combines all of those three difficulties together, right? No! Oh, RobTop, you sick bastard. But let's look at that last part a bit more carefully so we can truly understand what makes this last part so difficult. So, it's difficult to sight read, you need to achieve a decently high CPS, and there's a lot of fakes. Okay, you know what? While we're doing this, let's review the rest of the level. A mini ship in a tight corridor on 1.5 speed is a very obvious recipe for disaster. This part makes it look like you can hold, but actually you need to click for every single jump, and it makes it way more complicated than you think. Despite it not being in mini mode, the obstacles still make this part very tight, so I'm still putting it in this montage. This is practically a blind click into a triple spike unless you notice a few pixels up here. There's nothing wrong with this part, it's just that I need to make the runtime of this video a bit longer, so I decided to include it anyway. So obviously with all of this stuff, it took me a lot of attempts to finish this level, including another 2 deaths at the end of the level, but that doesn't really matter, because editing. Oh my god! Finally! So, theory of everything, and surprisingly, it actually wasn't that difficult. The ship parts are nice and wide, and the UFO game mode doesn't get affected too badly by the mini portal. But unfortunately, lack of pain and suffering is really bad for content, so to make the runtime of this video a bit longer, let's play a fun little game called... How did I die there?
Now, you may be thinking, is this just a lazy reason for me to do a green screen with a white wall? Yes, it is. What are you going to do about it? Click off? Please don't do that. Anyway, if you look around here, I crashed into a wall, and that's how I died. Moving on. Quick change of scene because my parents came home and saw me pointing a rolling pin at the wall. So as you can see here, I tried to go for the coin route, and because of that, I died right here. Like I've already mentioned in this challenge, coins are absolutely useless, and I don't know why I tried to go for them. So the main reason of death here was me having the reaction time of a drunk guy on the road. As you can see here, I messed up a buffer that was followed by another buffer. Like, how did I mess this up? A 5-year-old could do this! So this death right here was just simply caused by me clicking late. Oh my god, finally!
Okay, fine. So 44 attempts may not count as not much pain and suffering. It would have been nice if I noticed that before I edited the whole part, but oh well, whatever, too late now. Anyway, but let's hope there's going to be much more pain and suffering in Electroman Adventures, especially seeing that my dumbass thought it would be a great idea to say this. This one should be easy, and you know what? I'm going to get all 3 coins on this one. Watch me. And oh boy, did that statement pay off. But anyway, Electroman Adventures was weird, because midway of me playing this level, I started to listen to weirdly heavenly music. To this day, I still have no idea what I was listening to. After that, I decided to play a recent tab level that was filled to the brim with triple spikes, which I guess was fun. Other notable things include my beautiful humming. God damn it. This mini cube part that killed me multiple times. God damn it. And a seemingly evil version of myself that joins in, sticks around for a while, and leaves to get a carton of milk at the 31st attempt. Anyway, that's about it. Here's a completion video. Finally! Oh boy, Electroman Adventures was a really difficult level. Now that I think about it, the last few levels were also very difficult, weren't they? I really hope the viewers don't notice I'm stalling just for this song. Oh well, this next one's gonna be an easy one, I know it. Yeah, I'm doing the rest of this tomorrow. Okay, but let's just calm down here very quickly, because I know demon levels are scary, but at the same time, it's just an easy demon, right? You know, I mean, surely that can't be that bad. It's just a step up from an insane, so... And, oh, never mind, yep, no, okay, I spoke too soon, whoops. Okay, so Club Step is clearly a very difficult level, especially on 1.5 speed, and I think this becomes very obvious once you realise that attempt count was not the attempt count when I finished the level, but when I gave up on it yesterday. Okay, that's about it for the montage. It took me 2 days to make. So the first main obstacle of this level was, unsurprisingly, the ship part with the invisible spikes. Now normally this won't be a big problem because I would just straight fly through the middle, but on 1.5 speed that is not the easiest thing to do. Unfortunately, I can't be bothered to take the time and learn the parts, so I just kind of brute forced it. But luckily for me, I got consistent at the ship part very quickly. But in a game like Geometry Dash, that usually means I get to die at the final part more often. Foreshadowing. So a bit of a change of topic here. Have you ever looked at Michigan's part in Bloodbath and just think to yourself, yeah, that's easy, until you go there in practice mode or you're actually playing the level and then realize how brutally difficult it is. Well, let me tell you something. Playing this UFO part on 1.5 speed is basically the same thing, but you actually have a proper click pattern to follow. So it made sense that this will be the next choke point I'll have to deal with, and no, I did not get consistent at it. Now, despite all the things that were holding me back, it did seem like I was going to make progress, because on attempt 53, this happened. I decided to use practice mode. So, I bet you're wondering, what kind of wonderful discoveries was I able to make using practice mode? And how did I get much more consistent at the level? And the answer to those questions is that none of that happened. I just figured out how much I'm going to be suffering with this level. So after I finished practice mode and came to the conclusion that my main choke point is a whole level itself, it was only a matter of time before I could beat club step. But finally, after many attempts, this happened. Nah, I didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? But after another many attempts, I died at the last part again. And again after that. No! I noticed way too late! I noticed way too late! And don't even get me started on the amount of times I died before that. But after a quick break, I was finally able to beat club step for real this time. God damn it. It's like really annoying when you die to stupid stuff like that. What? Now, despite how much I want to go into electrodynamics, there is a ban that's going to happen in Australia where everyone that's under 16 is going to be banned from social media. Unfortunately, I am one of those people who are under 16, which means I'm going to get terminated from the internet with all the disgusting Gen Alphas. Now, despite how annoying this is, especially when there's an easy alternative where all the current parents can just grow up and get better at their single job, it is in fact a law, so... Until I turn 16, thanks for watching, please subscribe, I'll probably end up making a part 2 video, and that's about it. Bye!